Weather this year has not been kind to Indiana and surrounding states. Regarding forages, there was injury to many alfalfa fields because of stress caused by winter and wet soils. Delayed spring management practices because of persistent rain, and poor pasture growth in the late summer because of sparse precipitation. Hello, I am Keith Johnson, Purdue Extension Forage Specialist.
And I'm Nick Mitten, Purdue Extension Beef System Specialist.
Today, we are going to focus our discussion on the impact that a delayed first hay harvest has upon forage quality and what can be done to keep livestock in good body condition. Nick, what does happen when forage harvest is delayed?
When it's delayed, we have an increase in lignin within the plant, as it's the primary factor as to why forage quality declines with maturity. With greater lignification, cellulose and hemicellulose are bound to lignin, rendering them less digestible to the ruminant. This is why you'll see an increase in nutrient-detergent fiber on a forage analysis. There are less easily digestible sugars as plants age as well. At the same time, we'll see crude protein decline because of the greater stem-to-leaf ratio.
What is the impact upon beef cows, ewes, and does that are only fed this poor quality hay?
The most concerning thing to me is reduced dry matter intake or reduced nutrient intake. Anytime we limit nutrient intake beyond the animal's requirements, we run the risk of causing weight loss, reduced milk production, weak offspring from poor nutrient transfer in utero, or suppressed milk production. We can also have poor conception rates and have more open cows within the herd.
Well, the good news is we can prevent these problems with proper sampling of the hay, testing it in a laboratory, allocating the hay to the right stage of production, and adding supplements to meet needs the hay does not.
So Keith, what's the best way to sample hay?
The best way to sample hay is with a hay probe, and that's what we're having on display here is a couple different ones that these hay probes actually are available through many of our extension offices. We also know that we can find what is available in terms of hay probes at the website www.foragetesting.org. What we want to do is take 20 corings from each lot of hay. A lot is essentially a harvest from a particular field. And we put those 20 corings in a sealed plastic bag. And then, where should samples be sent, Nick?
Yep. Preferably labs, samples should be sent to labs that are certified with the National Forage Testing Association. And fortunate enough for us, we have two of those labs in state. One being A&L Laboratories in Fort Wayne and SureTech Laboratories in Indianapolis.
What analyses should be requested?
At a minimum, we want moisture, crude protein, bound insoluble crude protein, nutrient-detergent fiber, acid detergent fiber, and then ash. Analysis can be done either via wet lab or wet chemistry, as well as near-infrared reflectance, or more commonly referred to as NIR.
Well, the analyses should be received back within a week.
Yep.
What's next?
So then you need to, once you have your analysis, you should seek the help of a trained nutritionist, and that can be through Purdue Extension Specialists, county ag educators that are trained with a nutrition background, private consultants, or feed resource representatives trained in balancing rations. The nutritionist should be provided with production goals, class of livestock, average age, average mature weight, body condition score, when the birthing season is, the milking ability, supplementation options, as well as limitations to supplementation use, and then feed quality tags of minerals and commercial supplements.
What will the nutritionist do with the forage tests and information provided?
So the nutritionist is going to allocate the different hay tests to the right class of livestock, as lactating animals require high quality hay as compared to animals in mid-gestation.
Okay.
They're also going to recommend a least cost supplement option to meet the protein and energy requirements.
I'm convinced after a discussion, Nick, that forage testing should happen every year and not just in poor quality hay years. Do you agree?
Yep, it's the best management practice that should be practiced every year.
For information to review, I encourage you to go to show notes listed under the video. There's a PowerPoint for your use, and thank you, Nick. Questions can be sent to me at johnsonak@purdue.edu or by calling me at 765-494-4800. Thank you for your attention.